Previously on the You Heard What I Said podcast.
I just had a conversation with someone where I was telling them how I was a germaphobe. They like, we see you, so when we come over there to visit you, they was like, we got to make sure we had a booties. They like, you gonna have to give us a washcloth for our face. They was like, what, are we gonna have to change our clothes too?
So I open up the gate and then I look down. There's a dead skunk right there on the side of our house.
What?
Yeah.
So that was the I didn't even think the story was going that way. Somebody posed me a question and was like, is love a need or is it a gift? So I said, hey, why not let's talk about it on the podcast?
Uh-oh. Are you there? All right. I think we lost Precious. This nice little snapshot. I take immune support, but I would also take like fish oil. Oh, she gone. Oh, that's a good idea. But with this one,
you talking to me or somebody else? Did you you looking like, yeah.
it's just
like what?
It's just a monitor right here. And now, this week's episode.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of You Heard What I Said, where we discuss real, raw conversations about life, love, relationships, and the lessons we've learned. And we here with my boy Kion, and it's your girl Precious. And I mean, let's get into it. How was your weekend?
My weekend is good. It's good. Nothing too exciting or anything like that. It's just kind of mellow, chill.
Okay.
Still relaxing, trying to catch up on some sleep. So that's all.
That's always a plus.
Yeah. No kidding, right? For the first time today, I woke up and I'm like, I feel pretty good today.
Oh.
Because sometimes I wake up, it's like, all right, let's go. I gotta do some affirmations. Ding, 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 ding. And to get myself going through the day. But,
right.
I'm good. What about you?
Oh, that's wonderful. I'm glad to hear it. I did a little babysitting a little bit one night. And then the next night, I actually went out and hung out and had some family time. So that was cool. You know, the family got together. We sat around the fire pit.
Oh,
you know, okay. Yeah, it was real nice. Had a little pizza night, 10 burgers, and listen to music, play games, talk stuff, crack jokes.
Do I have on some like 70s music in the background or something?
You know, actually, it was. It was like,
see, that does it. That does it right there. You gotta have the music in the background.
Right, we definitely got told not to change the station, so it was cool. Yeah, we actually really enjoyed ourselves. We always enjoy ourselves, right. So when we get together, it's always a good time. So yeah, right. Next time, I'm just gonna have to tell somebody, look, bring you a +1 because that +1 could be my new boo.
Okay.
Like, what y'all doing?
That's
for real.
Look,
yeah. And as much as I talk about this new boo, that kind of leads us right into topic number 1.
All right, let's do it.
Where we get into, are we thirsty for love? And this was brought to me by an old friend of mine. And we had met up, it was a few months ago when we met up, and she was like, I got a topic for you. I was like, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, she sent it to me, so I said, all right, now is the time. Are we thirsty for love?
That's the name of a TV show.
Y'all know. Look, it might be one day. Who knows? Because they coming up with a lot of these love, dating, first sight, all that
fiance this and... Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
It's all about finding that companion and finding your person. Yeah,
that's true.
I'm all for it. I wouldn't do it, one of the shows, but I'm all for it.
You all for watching it, or you all?
Yeah, all for watching it. Yeah, just to watch it.
You don't want to partake?
Nah, that's not my thing. I'm not trying to be on national TV in front of everybody.
Hey, I hear some of it's scripted. I hear so.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm a little bit more private. You know, I joke around with you guys and talk about my new boo, but yeah, I'm definitely a private person, so
We don't want to see you in a fight. In a fight, taking off your shoes.
Yeah, we ain't doing that. Not this over 40 club. None of that is happening.
Yeah, so that's cool.
Look, I was just gonna say way too old for that. For real.
Man.
For real.
So are you? So the question again?
Are we thirsty for love?
All right. Well, go ahead and start it off.
Okay, so yeah, I can answer that question first, and I think we can be a little thirsty for love. I mean, I don't know. Thirsty is kind of a strong word. I'm not sure if we all out here desperate for it, you know. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, could we be like fiending for love? Are we obsessive over it? Or are we just like yearning, you know, craving for that love? I'm not sure like which word or term I would use. I probably wouldn't say like the thirsty part, but I definitely would say yearning, you know, like take it down like a little level.
Okay.
Because I think everyone desires to be loved,
right?
You know?
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it makes you feel good. I mean, I'm sure there are all types of hormones that are going on through your body when, you know, you're feeling the love and, you know, you're just feeling good. And who doesn't want to walk around feeling good? Just awesome and amazing that's all the time.
Absolutely.
Right. Just knowing that somebody loves you or desires you or cares for you, all of that. So, yeah, I think so. I think it's probably, you know, a need, like how we talked about last week, you know, with the love. So, yeah, I think it's a need. So, I mean, yeah, hey, what the heck? I mean, you know, we out here craving it, you know, especially, and just not even like thirsty for love. I mean, nowadays it's like maybe fiending or, you know, wanting to be liked as well. Because, I mean, those two different things.
That's
like,
true.
I could love some people, but I might not like you. Like the love is still there, but you might like work my nerves.
You're getting on my nerves, right?
Exactly. But I think it's just more of that when it comes to love, that companionship, knowing that somebody's there for you, knowing somebody has your back, and knowing somebody that can show up for you in more ways or better ways than you could even imagined or dreamed of. So yeah, so those are kind of my thoughts. You know, I might piggyback once you're done. Who knows? That's might cool. Have some more. Yeah. What about you? What do you think?
What about me? Well,
yeah.
I can't do that. So you got that rhythm. You got the rhythm. I don't have the coordination. But I mean, regarding that, are we thirsty? I'm not gonna go deep or anything like that to it, but I'm gonna kind of analyze it a certain way, and you tell me, you know, how you feel about, I guess, what I'm saying. So, just a few moments ago, we were talking about all these little love shows and this, you know. So I was watching actually a show, and I'm glad that you brought up this question because it made me think. After I was watching a couple episodes of this, it made me really think about that question: are we thirsty for love? And I look at it where a lot of it, in my opinion, from what I've seen, is based upon how we are, our upbringing, so to speak. You know, because this one person is really, really thirsty for love. Where she gets into a relationship and she wants to move in immediately and wants to get married immediately, and it's like, well, hey, what's going on? If you know, the other one's like, let's take it slow, and she's like, why take it slow? Because if you love me, I love you. Let's go, let's do it. You know, and so I finally figured, and so she finally opened up in this episode where she's talking about, you know, I know that you want to take it slow. I'm just, when I feel it, and then, even though it's only been a few months, whatever, I'm ready to take this next step. And then she kind of took a step back and started talking about how she was adopted, and she was talking about how she didn't have any love, where she was basically at birth given away, and so she had no love whatsoever. And so all her life, that's all she wanted was to be loved and to feel loved and all that stuff. So all throughout her life, she's like in her 30s now. So all throughout her life, that's all she wants is that love. So she gets into a relationship and she immediately wants to move in, get married, all that stuff. So I think of it as an upbringing. So yes, people can be thirsty for love, but I think it's about upbringing, because if you're in a family where it's all love and you hear mom and dad say I love you all the time, and I was watching another episode where they're, this mom is kissing the kids on the teenagers, kissing them on the cheeks, saying, hey, I love you, have fun, here's your sandwich, here's your food, all that stuff, where they see that and they feel that love throughout the household. They may not be as thirsty because they know that it's going to take some time, and they've experienced it before, so they kind of know what it's like, not necessarily from a significant other, but they understand what love is, and that it's that feeling. So I think, yes, people are thirsty for love, depending upon their upbringing, but if they have that love in the family, I look at it as, they really are taking their time to experience that love, and when it's there, it's there, and then they're all in. But I think of it it's kind of like, to me it's kind of like black and white. Either you are or you aren't. I don't really see it in between.
Yeah, I can hear you. I like your point of view. I didn't think about it like that, and I probably should have, because we know several people who are adopted, and not to bring up their situation, but I think like kind of what you're saying is like that sense of like belonging to someone, so I do think in that sense sometimes people will chase that love, because like you said, they want that feeling so bad. So I get that in that aspect. I agree 100%.
It's not my aspect. It's not my aspect. It's just,
okay.
No, I mean, what I'm saying is, it is because it's coming out of my mouth, but but what I'm saying is, if I hadn't seen this show, I probably wouldn't have thought of that.
Right.
Because I wouldn't have thought about the upbringing and all that. But when I saw that, I'm like, oh, that kind of makes sense. And her the way she's acting, it makes sense, from that perspective. So.
It definitely makes sense. I get it totally. And not to say that everyone who's adopted has, that situation or whatever. But like I said, I do know, tons.
Right. Well, no, right. I've seen other shows. I've seen other shows where they're like, hey, you didn't want me? Okay, bye-bye. And they're just living their life and, all that stuff. I have seen, so so I'm not trying to say that that's how it feels. That's how it is with everybody. That's just this one person, and it just made me think about, the upbringing.
No, I get that. And I'm actually glad that person shared it on the show to give perspective to people out here to know that, look, this is why I am the way I am. So that's great to like be that self-aware, just to be able to verbalize that, that takes a lot to be like, okay, look, this is what I've been through. This is why I am. Take me as I am, take it or leave it. So I get it. I commend her for that. So,
now, here's the thing. We say take it or leave it. I haven't watched the next episode yet, so I don't know if they're still together or not.
Right. He might have left it. We don't know.
Anyway.
Right. We gonna have to tune in to see what happens. We'll keep you all updated on the next episode. For real. But look, after that, I think we might be 15-20 minutes in.
All right, let's do this.
You know what time it is.
Let's do it.
Exactly. And you see my cup.
Yep. See my little 1973 vintage.
I love that. That's really nice. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, cheers to you.
Cheers to you. Cheers to you.
Even though I had a few sips already, but we ain't gonna tell nobody.
Keep it our secret.
Exactly. Okay, so that you brought up a little bit earlier when we were discussing our weekends, and about topic number 2 of are affirmations important, like in your daily life? So what do you think about that? 'Cause, I mean, that's all you hear about nowadays. Affirmations, manifestation. You hear about all of that. So what are your thoughts?
Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. And the thing about it is, I didn't understand until my until my early 20s about that, because I was just living a normal life. You know, we didn't have the internet back then, per se, and so I you can't just Google something or turn on to a podcast like You Heard What I Said podcast or anything like that. But when I started, becoming self-employed and entrepreneur and everything like that, there was one of the first books that I was told to read. It's called Think and Grow Rich.
Oh, okay.
I believe it was Napoleon Hill, and it talks about, basically, you got to talk yourself into reality, into existence, and whatever you say, you're right. And so if you say, "Oh, I'm fat," then you're fat. If you say, "Oh, I look great," then you look great. It's whatever you're saying to yourself is you're right. If you're saying I'm broke, if you say I'm broke, you are. If you say, "Hey, I'm because I downloaded this app too, and talks about you can just say something like, it feels great that I am, and then fill in the blanks, just something positive, because you gotta believe it before it even happens. You can't just say, "Hey, I wanna, I'm gonna lose weight." You gotta say it over and over and over again and start acting upon it. So affirmations, 100%. Just like right here to my right, I have a sign on it. It just says, it's just simple. It just says, "Start each day with a grateful heart." And that's that's just something to get it going. I mean, I bought all this different positive stuff. I have something on my phone, but it just got to continue, because it's hard. You're fighting against everything else. The person next to you or your coworker or whatever, they're talking about their day. They're talking about, just bad stuff. And I was talking to my best friend yesterday, and we were talking about the news, where 25 minutes out of a 30-second news show is all negative stuff. Boom, 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 negative. And you just got to continue to feed yourself with that positive stuff to overcome all that negative stuff that's happening. So 100%.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. And especially on that news part. That's why I tend not to watch it, because it's like, no, you cannot take my energy down like that. So I try to avoid that. And I also have something on my phone. I watch Ralph Smart a lot, and I have on my phone is where he said, what did he say? For some reason, it's like it just slipped my mind.
Who's Ralph Smart?
I found him on Snapchat, and I'm not sure like what he would necessarily call himself, but he has like a lot of YouTube videos and everything.
A motivational speaker?
Yeah, I guess in a sense, he talks about it all. Manifesting, how to, or whatever the situation is. And I know this one, he stated, it was like one of the topics for the episode, and it was like, you're about to manifest everything you've ever desired. I was like, oh, yes. And he was like, all you got to do is give gratitude. And I was like, well, yes, thank you. So, yeah, that's on my screensaver. So I can make sure. Yeah, I see that every time I open up my phone. I'm like, yes, I'm manifesting this. Absolutely. And yeah, I believe that, like you said, 100%. Affirmations are definitely important. I think we should always speak positive words and thoughts into our life and of the lives of others, and heck, even the lives of the ones that we don't like. They need that too. And then hopefully it could be, kumbaya, where, we're all getting along. So I think that just goes a long way. And I would always, tell my child, your tongue is your most powerful asset. There's power in that tongue, So when you're speaking those words, you have to be mindful of everything that's coming out of your mouth. So yeah, you definitely have to be particular, because just like you said, whatever you say is right. Because it's like, as you speak it, it will come to pass. So yeah, you definitely have to, be mindful and speak that positivity over you.
Say it one more time, what you said to your son.
that words have power. Yes, there is power in the tongue. Power in the tongue. Yes, that is your
tongue is your strongest muscle. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's your best asset. So use it wisely. So yeah, but I mean,
spit some knowledge, drop mic drop.
Right. You heard what I said.
Okay.
I'll say it again. Look, use that power for good and speak greatness over your life.
Yes.
All the time.
Yes.
Yeah, speak that into existence. Because it's like once you speak it, it's out there in the universe. And it's like as long as you believe those words, see those words, see it happening, and speak those words, it's gonna happen. You know, just like you say, it's gonna come to pass. So yeah, you just have to speak all that greatness.
Yes, speak the greatest and stay the course. Because I know a lot of times we expected to, like, I said it, so what happened? What's up? It may not happen overnight,
right?
Like that. So for those of you that's trying it for the first time, continue till you believe, till you believe it.
Yes, that's the most important part. You definitely, especially when it comes to manifestation, you definitely have to believe it. But like you said, once you speak it, like you said, you're right, because you're putting it out there. And I mean, those words, they can change everything. Seriously.
Man, you got a little voice on you.
But I try.
You have to once again thank Hard Knock, but you got to go into the studio.
I know, right? Yes, thank you, Hard Knock. And we need some new music from you. I'm sure people want to switch it up and see the depth in you and see, everything that you have to offer.
Hey, your little voice in the background.
Right. I wouldn't mind doing some motivational speaking. Yeah, I'm for it. Why not? I think I got a lot to offer.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, are you ready for a remix?
I'm ready for a remix.
Okay, what you got for us?
Yeah, so I know on a weekly basis we like to do a little fun facts, and so we try to integrate. We try to add, integrate. That's right. Vocabulary was my second language. All right, so we had to try to include this in our different podcasts. So I will pull it up on the screen here, and then you read it off and explain your thoughts about it.
I'm ready for it.
All right, well, let's do it. This should be up on the screen, I think.
3, 2, 1.
Let's see.
Do you see it? Right, I can see it. Yes.
All right.
Fun facts on love. Affectionate touch can promote relaxation and reduce anxiety. Ooh. Yeah, of course I agree with that because that affectionate touch definitely has to come from someone that you're feeling and you have like some connection to. So it just can't be no random person, because that is not going to reduce any type of anxiety. It's not going to relax me. It's going to be like, really?
That's true. You're going to want to fight. Like, don't touch me.
Yeah, that part.
You're invading my space.
That part. But that embrace, that touch, that, it can definitely relax you and reduce anxiety. Because I mean, when you are relaxed, there's no reason to be nervous or anxious or anything like that. So yeah, that touches everything. Look, that's my number one, physical touch. So yes, I am all for it.
I was waiting for you to say that. I was waiting.
Yep,
absolutely.
That's me all day. That's me. Do you agree?
100%. Because I mean, there's so much out there that can create a lot of stress and anxiety, and I know it's more prevalent nowadays. I mean, it's been happening for forever, but it's more in the limelight now about anxiety and stress, and just that touch, that rub on the shoulders, or that the affectionate touch. I'll just leave it at that. It relieves all stress.
That part. You heard what he said.
Because you're in the moment, and it relaxes you. Just feel good. That's why, even though it's not affectionate per se, that's why massages, it gets the knots out, the kinks out. But I had a massage for a gift for my birthday. Was it my birthday? Yeah, my birthday, and Father's Day.
Okay.
And took advantage of it. And when it was over, I felt like I was. She said what she said. She said I was like massage drunk. Because it was actually the first time, because she dug deep into my knots into my shoulders and everything. It was the first time that when I was done, I couldn't walk for a couple seconds, and I never felt that before. You know, and she was like, "All right, well, we have monthly things." I'm like, "I'm good for now." You know, let's take it one day at a time. But yeah, so it definitely is true for sure.
That's nice. Yeah, I've never gotten a professional massage. So I don't know. I've always been like, do I want to? But I hear good things, so I might have to try it out.
I'm telling you, this one it was a well-known chain here, and we got a Groupon, you know, for nice little discount on it.
Right.
Oh my gosh, I got one for my wife before, and then she returned the favor and got me one. And oh my gosh, it was good. It was good.
That's wonderful. Yeah. Well, look, let's cheers to that then.
All right, let's cheers.
Cheers to the fun fact and to the massages.
I want.
Hey.
Oh my God. Hey.
What can I say? You heard what I said. Just me being me.
Oh man. Love it. Just make sure next time I have a drink down below.
Look, I'm just so happy that you can see the cup both times.
I know, right?
Look, I'm doing big things over here.
That's a fun fact on podcasting.
Oh my goodness. It is just straight laughter all the time with you. I love it. I love it.
It is all good.
Okay, we had our drink. Now let's get into 3 things. And this time we're going to talk about who are your favorite 3 actors or actresses or thespians or, you know.
Oh, wow. Oh man, as soon as you said that, I came up with another one.
You know, I'm trying to narrow it down to 3. I was like, this is kind of difficult. But I'm gonna stand on my 3, even though there are tons.
All right, you can do a 3 A and B, or like a A and B, like a tie. Okay. You can do that.
Well, see, they're not necessarily in order. I don't know.
No, mine aren't in order either. Let's do 4 secretly. Because as soon as you said thespian, I don't know how it relates, but it just reminded me of another one that I can't take any of the others off. So, all right.
Okay, so this time it's not 3 things, it's 4. So that add-on, I think I mentioned him before, is I really like Jamie Foxx. I just like his energy. I think it's contagious. So yeah, so we're adding Jamie Foxx on the list.
That's the add-on. That's the add-on. Okay, all right. So no, you can say 3 plus an add-on.
Okay,
so
3 plus add-on.
We'll keep it at 3, but just plus add-on.
Yep. So Jamie Foxx is the add-on. He's the plus 1.
There you go.
Okay, and then like no particular order, but I like Kevin Hart. I think he's a great actor and comedian. Like his stand-up, all of that is. I'm always, laughing as I'm watching his movies, or even the ones that are a little bit more serious. There's still like a little comedy in there, but yes, I enjoy him as an actor. And I like Regina Hall. I think she's great. We share the same sign, so it's like I kind of, get her or whatever.
Right.
So yeah, I think she's hilarious. Every time I watch her, I'm like, yes. And then it just kind of reminds me a little bit of how I am. So yeah, I definitely enjoy watching her movies. Always entertaining. And then Melissa McCartney. I think
she is hilarious. Oh man.
Yeah, I remember first seeing her when I used to watch the Gilmore Girls. And
really?
I used to watch that.
Okay, I never saw that. I never watched that series.
Yeah, it was. TV show. Was it maybe?
She was on that
4 or so. I could be wrong with the dates, but I think it was like back in 04. But she wasn't like in that comedic role, but she was still, good or whatever. But that's like when I first noticed her, and then when I started seeing the other movies, I'm like, she's funny. And then how she always like brings her husband on,
all the
does
time,
like little cameo.
Yeah,
that's just like Adam Sandler, how he brings his wife on to do cameo. So I love that. But I think she's hilarious, and I think just all of them, I guess it's like a theme here that I just like to be like entertained, and I feel good, watching all of them, and I think they just bring me joy. So,
those are good ones. And Melissa McCarthy, man, that's a good, because I didn't get hip to her until the TV show with
Mike and Molly.
Mike and Molly. That's when I got onto her. Then of course her movies and all that stuff. But I didn't notice her until then. But man, she's hilarious, dude. And she's like like that old school, not slapstick comedy, but she's like the old school that she's like, I'm gonna do whatever. I don't care. Those are those would be those people that you named. I'll put it. Let's say in my top 15. All of them. Oh my gosh, dang.
Our mom loves her. Like anytime there's a movie with her on it doesn't matter what it's about. She's like, let's watch. We're watching this.
Absolutely. I'm with you on that too. Damn. Okay.
Well, I'm excited to hear yours.
Well, mine are more not serious, but more serious roles than yours, even though I'm all about the laughter. Right. Because Kevin Hart's, if we talk about comedians, he'd be my number one. When we talk about actors, I was just thinking more broader in terms of other movies. But man, he's hilarious. I mean, that Celebrity Game Show I watch all the time. Yeah,
I haven't seen this season, but
oh, dude, he is. Man, it's a little more. It's a little more. It's not Disney. I'll put it that way.
Okay. So I'll be entertained.
So it's not they take it to the limit. So
all right, so no PG.
They take it to the limit. I'm like, did you just say that? I'm like, did you just do that? So
I'm gonna have to watch that once we're done.
You gotta watch it. That is hilarious. Okay. All right, so my three in no particular order except to add on. Denzel Washington.
Yeah, he is amazing. Mm-hmm.
Nothing I can say about him. He's it's awesome. Just all his movies. I don't know if there's any flops, and he's just. I mean, you could tell his role. He studies. He just gets into it, and it's just amazing.
He's definitely the GOAT. Yeah.
Number 2 is Taraji P. Henson.
Okay. Yeah.
I just see her on the red carpet, and she's just herself, and she's not fake. She's not
not at all.
There's some actresses that you see them on the movie screen, and oh man, they're really good. But then we see them in person, it's like I'm not too sure if I could relate to that person. Right. But her movie, I mean, I don't know if I was introduced to her beforehand, but she was on this one TV show like Person of Interest. It came on it was on for just a couple of years, but that kind of got me sparked in her other movies and other stuff that she's done. Number 3, I have him on here because of my pretty much my favorite movie of all time, which is probably I'm the only person that may be the favorite, their favorite movie, but it's Robert De Niro.
Oh, okay, he's good though. Yeah.
Because my favorite movie is A Bronx Tale. And because it has so many different plots, so many different subplots of the main plot. One talks about wasted talent, and that gets me going to the utmost in terms of that, where we all have certain amounts of talent, and a lot of times it's just wasted, and just his acting on that. I mean, all the other movies is great though, but Robert De Niro, and then the plus one. When you said thespian, I don't know how it relates to it. Morgan Freeman.
Oh, okay, all right,
so, I like him younger and like the older movies, but then even the newer movies when he's together with the 70s and 80s groups, and they just go on. What's that movie? But they go on like motorcycles, and they just have like a little motorcycle gang or whatever. They just hang out together. It's just the older group of this man, and he has a comedic role, which you rarely see him do. And so, you know, that's my 3+1.
Right. Look, there are tons that I could add.
Oh
I probably have
yeah.
like maybe a top 20, top 25. But yeah,
Me too.
You know, we can't just be on here all day.
I know, right? Right.
Yeah,
unless we get some sponsorship from some, you know, then we could do that all. We could every day talk about. You know.
Exactly.
But yeah, I mean, when you talked about the 3 actors and actresses, that's something that got me thinking, because man, there's so many out there, and they're just so good. You know,
they really are.
They made that decision to become that, and they master their roles, and they are very good at it, and that's why they deserve the accolades and the awards that they get. So.
Absolutely, yeah. We might just have to do another episode on all of our tops, and then there's so many that we left out that are absolutely amazing.
And maybe we can do something like that with like just a few second clips of each one of them.
Ooh.
See if we can maybe do something like that.
Yes, let's get that together. I like that. Yeah, because I definitely have more. And then more, like you said, on the serious side. It's not just all straight comedy. So yeah, that'd be great. Okay, we're going to make that happen for you guys. Yeah, absolutely. That'd be fun. That'd be fun. Yeah, do some little reactions on the clips of our favorite people. Yeah, I'm liking that one. Maybe, yeah, absolutely.
Maybe see us in our recliners.
Ooh, with some popcorn. There's some Twizzlers. That's my thing. Twizzlers and popcorn. That combination is
what do I like in the movie theater? Of course, I had the popcorn, but I don't know what candy I would have. I used to like the little gummy candies, but then also they stick to my teeth all the time, so I stopped with that.
We don't want them problems.
But old school, I don't know if they still making the Raisinets.
Of course they do.
I know they don't have I know they don't sell the scores in the movie theaters, but I'll settle for the Raisinets.
Those are amazing. Yeah, you could probably like do the Raisinets at either like a Walgreens or a Walmart and get them like the 3 for $3 when they on sale, the little packs of them.
And then do what with it?
I'd rather not say on the podcast what I may or may not slip into my pocket. We will not discuss that here.
Hey, well, you wouldn't be the first.
Not at all.
But I don't know what you're talking about, because I don't know what you're talking about.
You know, this is a maybe, possibly. I cannot confirm or deny.
Maybe your new boo can confirm or deny when y'all go to the theaters. So.
Ooh, yes, I like that, and I love watching movies. That's my thing. Yeah, that's good. I actually bought a blanket for the movies, because it's like every time I'm in there, I'm freezing. And I'll bring a jacket. I might have a hat on or something, but I'm always still cold. Even when I do like upgraded theaters and I have like the heated seats, I'm still freezing. So I was like, you know what? Let me buy me a blanket and keep it in the car, so that way when somebody says they want to go, I'm ready.
Wait, I have a question. Let me rewind that a little bit. You said heated seats?
Yes, there's some theaters that have heated seats. You haven't had one?
Probably because
y'all probably don't need it.
Yeah,
where you are.
Right now, there's like 98 degrees.
What?
So, yeah, it's been we had 6-8 weeks of 100 degrees straight.
It's almost October.
I know. So I don't know if we got the heated seats in our theaters.
Oh, I gotta look now to see what the weather is right now. Right now, out here is 72. So for you to say 98 and it's 72?
Actually, I'll take that back.
Whoa.
I don't know if I'll just put it right here. It says 101.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, y'all don't need the heated seats. Straight air conditioning.
Yeah, we good.
Yeah. Y'all are definitely good. But yeah, sit back.
If I want some heat, I'll just
That part.
Take that out. No.
For real. After just getting out the car and walking into the place, you need some doggone air conditioning.
No kidding.
That is,
no kidding.
Almost October and 101. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But always a good time being here with you. It's time to wrap it up. We did our topics. We did our remix. We did our 3+1 things.
You know what? Is there one thing that we might not have done? Or you might have done it in the intro.
Did we not share how we can be reached?
That, or did we tell people to like and share and comment?
We did not. Not the most important part.
Uh-oh.
Yes, everybody who is tuned in, we would appreciate you. Well, we appreciate you just in general, just for watching
100%,
us. We love to come out here and share our views and entertain. So that's great. It's actually extremely therapeutic to come on this show and to discuss these topics. So I enjoy it 100%. But yes, like these episodes, subscribe to our channel, share with all your friends and your family. Leave comments below. We would love to hear from you guys. I mean, the comments are hilarious. So yes, we would love to hear from you guys. If you have questions, please put them on there. We will respond to you guys. And I can be reached at Precious Said 888 on Instagram. And what about you, Kion?
I can be reached at Kion Said 37. Instagram as well. So
yep, Instagram and isn't it Facebook too?
And Facebook, yes.
And Facebook, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And TikTok.
Oh, doing big things over here.
Big things.
Yes. Okay, and the TikTok too.
Yes. And all of that, you can see all that information at our YouHeardWhatIsaid.com website. All the information will be there as well listed. So
absolutely, follow us. We're keeping you all entertained. Yeah, absolutely. So once again, another episode on the books, and I look forward to seeing you Friday.
Yes. See you later. Bye.
All right. Bye.
Looks like you're about to go on a date.
I was like, you know what? I'm always wearing my t-shirts and stuff. I was like, let me switch it up, let people know I got a little girly side. I had to wash my hair yesterday. Some dust and stuff that fell in it. And you know me and my germs. I was like, first I was like, maybe I'll try to wipe off my hair. But then as I started wiping, it was like it started itching. And I know it was in my head, but I was like, nope. Guess I'm going to go ahead and wash it. It's still kind of damp too because I didn't dry it because it was so doggone late. It was like midnight trying to wash something. I'm like, what's wrong with you, girl? What is wrong with you?
But I know it sounds better here, but I can't have it close up like this.
Oh, that does sound good.
Okay, well, shit.
No, don't try to put it in your shirt again. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another. I guess that's for the outtakes.
That wasn't stable.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of You Heard What I Said. We're two siblings, me and my brother. We discuss. Oh shit! What the heck? I ain't said it in so long. Okay, now I know what it is. Okay.
I got two monitors, and so I have the main one, and then I have another monitor to my right, and when I have other stuff on there. Right now I have the fun facts pulled up on there on the other monitor.
Okay. Oh wait, let me put up my other thing.
I don't have my imaginary friend or anything.
Oh shoot.
I mean, I got the
what you get? I swear, like, just the laughing is contagious. It's like, as soon as you start, I gotta start.